All right, let's talk Bitcoin mining. It's like the Wild West out there, but instead of dusty saloons and tumbleweeds, it's all ones and zeros, blinking lights, and enough electricity to power a small country. So what is it? In the simplest terms, Bitcoin mining is like solving a really hard Sudoku puzzle, but instead of a pencil, you're using a computer, and instead of bragging rights, you get a chance to win some Bitcoin. This whole process is what keeps the Bitcoin network secure and trustworthy. Think of miners as the digital accountants of Bitcoin, verifying transactions and making sure everything's on the up and up. And just like in a real gold rush, there's a chance to strike it rich, but it ain't easy. So buckle up, grab your pickaxe or your laptop, and let's dig into the world of Bitcoin mining. Now here's where it gets a little technical, but bear with me. Imagine a giant digital ledger where every Bitcoin transaction is recorded. This ledger is called the blockchain. Miners compete to add new blocks of transactions to this blockchain, and they do this by solving complex mathematical problems. It's like a giant game of digital Sudoku. These problems are designed to be difficult and require a lot of computing power. The first miner to solve the problem gets to add the next block to the blockchain and receives a reward in Bitcoin. This process is called proof of work, and it's what keeps the Bitcoin network secure and prevents cheating. It's like a digital security guard that never sleeps and drinks a whole lot of electricity. Now you might be thinking, sign me up. I want to mine some Bitcoin, but hold your horses. Before you quit your day job and invest in a warehouse full of computers, let's talk about the costs involved. First, you need the hardware. We're not talking about your grandma's Dell desktop here. Bitcoin mining requires specialized equipment called ASICs, application-specific integrated circuits, which are basically super-powered computers designed specifically for mining. And these things don't come cheap. Depending on the model and availability, you could be looking at spending anywhere from a few thousand to tens of thousands of dollars. Then there's the electricity bill. Remember those super-powered computers? They guzzle electricity like a Hummer in a gas station parking lot. So before you start mining, you need to factor in the cost of electricity and make sure you're actually going to make a profit. Now, let's talk about the elephant in the room, the environmental impact of Bitcoin mining. All that computing power requires a lot of energy, and that energy has to come from somewhere. Unfortunately, a significant portion of Bitcoin mining is still powered by fossil fuels, which, as we all know, are contributing to climate change. It's like driving a Hummer to pick up a pack of gum. Not exactly environmentally friendly. But there is some good news. The industry is becoming increasingly aware of its environmental footprint. And there's a growing movement toward using renewable energy sources like solar, wind, and hydropower. Section 5, the law and Bitcoin mining legal landscape. Now, the legal status of Bitcoin mining is a bit of a mixed bag. It varies from country to country, and things are constantly changing. Some countries, like El Salvador, have embraced Bitcoin with open arms, even making it legal tender. Others, like China, have cracked down on mining, citing concerns about energy consumption and financial stability. Then there are countries like the United States, where the regulatory landscape is still evolving, and it can be a bit of a minefield, pun intended, for miners. So, before you start setting up your mining operation, it's crucial to do your research and make sure you're operating within the law. Section 6, Debunking Bitcoin Mining Myths. Now let's address some common myths and misconceptions about Bitcoin mining. Myth number 1, Bitcoin mining is too late. All the Bitcoins are gone. This is false. While it's true that there's a finite supply of Bitcoin, 21 million to be exact, miners will continue to earn Bitcoin for verifying transactions until the last Bitcoin is mined, which is estimated to be sometime around the year 2140. Myth number 2, Bitcoin mining is only for tech geniuses. Not necessarily. While it does require some technical knowledge, there are plenty of resources available to help beginners get started, and you don't need a degree in computer science to figure it out. Myth number 3, Bitcoin mining is a get-rich-quick scheme. Wrong. While it's true that some early adopters have made a fortune from Bitcoin mining, it's important to remember that it's a volatile market and there are no guarantees. Section 7. The future of Bitcoin. Mining, innovation, and sustainability. So what does the future hold for Bitcoin mining? Well, it's hard to say for sure, but one thing is certain. Innovation and sustainability will be key. We're already seeing the development of more energy-efficient mining hardware and a shift towards renewable energy sources. Additionally, new consensus mechanisms, such as proof of stake, are emerging as potential alternatives to proof of work, offering the potential for a more sustainable and scalable future for blockchain technology. Section 8. Getting started with Bitcoin mining, a beginner's guide. Now, if you're still interested in dipping your toes into the world of Bitcoin mining, here's a quick rundown of how to get started. First, do your research. Learn as much as you can about Bitcoin, blockchain technology, and the mining process. There are tons of resources available online, from articles and videos to forums and online courses. Second, choose your mining hardware. As mentioned earlier, you'll need specialized equipment called ASICs to mine Bitcoin effectively. Research different models and compare their hash rate, power consumption, and price. Third, join a mining pool. Unless you have a small fortune to invest in mining hardware, it's generally more profitable to join a mining pool where you combine your computing power with other miners to increase your chances of earning Bitcoin. Fourth, set up your mining software. Once you have your hardware and have joined a mining pool, you'll need to download and configure mining software that connects your ASIC to the Bitcoin network and your chosen pool. And lastly, monitor your mining operation. Regularly check your mining software's dashboard to monitor your hash rate, earnings, and any potential issues. Section 9. In conclusion, the evolving world of Bitcoin mining. So there you have it, a crash course in Bitcoin mining. It's a complex and constantly evolving field full of technical jargon, environmental concerns, and legal grey areas. But it's also a fascinating world with the potential to revolutionize the way we think about money, finance, and the internet itself. Whether you're a seasoned techie or a curious newbie, Bitcoin mining is a topic that's sure to keep us talking for years to come.